Hello Army, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something that genuinely makes you tilt your head in disbelief. How is it possible that one idol can take a simple tattoo, or even an ordinary pose that millions of people do every single day, and suddenly turn it into a topic discussed all over global social media? The answer is just one name: Jimin from BTS. Yes, you heard that right. The BTS member, known for his golden voice and incredibly smooth dancing, apparently has another hidden superpower that often gets overlooked: his ability to take the most ordinary things and turn them into something extraordinary. The proof? It's everywhere, and we're going to break it all down in this video. So make sure you watch until the end. Let's start with Jimin's tattoo collection. For those who don't know, Jimin has several tattoos scattered across his body, and every single time one of these tattoos becomes visible, whether through a concert camera, behind-the-scenes footage, or even just a candid photo, it instantly becomes a topic of conversation worldwide. According to a tattoo artist who has worked with Jimin since BTS's pre-debut days, there are several tattoos that are quite well known among ARMY. Jimin has a tattoo reading "Nevermind" on his right rib, a 13 on his wrist, the word "young" above his left elbow, "forever" above his right elbow, a crescent moon tattoo on his upper back, and the word "youth" behind his left ear. Now picture that for a second. These are just simple lettering tattoos and basic symbols, not some incredibly intricate artistic masterpiece design. But why is it that every single time these tattoos show up in a video or photo, netizens lose their minds? Even entertainment media outlets pick it up and discuss it all over again. One clear example happened when Jimin appeared on the reality show Are You Sure?, alongside Jungkook and V. In that episode, netizens got another chance to see Jimin's famous moon tattoo up close. What's interesting here is that this moon tattoo isn't even new. The first crescent moon had been there for a long time, but back in 2023, Jimin teased fans with a new addition to the tattoo before it was eventually fully revealed in an official teaser. And when Are You Sure? Aired, the moment Jimin took off his shirt, that beautiful moon tattoo was on full display, and naturally, netizens couldn't stop talking about it. In fact, many fans said they were completely overwhelmed because there were so many shirtless moments of Jimin showing off his various tattoos in that single episode. And on top of that, Jungkook also went shirtless and showed off his tattoos while playing around with V, which sent ARMY into a complete meltdown, leaving them speechless. So you can see for yourselves, right? How one ordinary shirtless moment on a reality show can have an entire fandom buzzing for days. This is the real power of Jimin. He doesn't need to do anything dramatic. He just has to be himself, and the internet reacts instantly. But wait, the story doesn't stop there. It turns out the influence of Jimin's tattoos isn't just about his own ink. It's also about how he becomes part of other members' viral tattoo moments too. Recently, something interesting happened involving V from BTS. V just revealed a new tattoo that was spotted during a concert, and Jimin was actually part of that moment too. Here's the story. This new tattoo of V's appears to be a tribute to an artwork titled "If I Were King" that V had posted before, complete with an accompanying poem. This moment caught the attention of fans, especially those with sharp eyes, the instant V's shirt lifted slightly during the concert. And what makes this even more interesting, during a Weverse broadcast, V together with jhope confirmed that the mark people noticed really was a brand new tattoo. Now, why are we including this moment in a video about Jimin? Because it's precisely Jimin's presence in that moment that made this highlight even more complete for ARMY to discuss. Every single time a tattoo-related moment involves Jimin, whether it's his own ink or he just happens to be in the same frame when another member reveals a new tattoo, that content instantly gets extra attention from netizens. Fans are now even more excited, waiting to see how V will showcase this tattoo during the upcoming comeback stage. And with all the speculation swirling, both about the tattoo and other personal matters, ARMY genuinely cannot wait for the next update. See that? A tiny piece of visual information, just a tattoo barely visible when a shirt lifts slightly during a concert, is enough to keep an entire fandom in update alert mode for weeks. Now let's talk about what many consider one of the most deadly combinations from Jimin: muscles and tattoos coming together in a single photo. From one of BTS's world tour concerts in Mexico, a photo went viral within fan communities and instantly grabbed everyone's attention. The photo showed Jimin's back muscles, discovered accidentally by a fan while browsing through concert documentation. The reaction from netizens to this photo was incredible. Many were amazed by Jimin's dedication to staying in shape. Comments mentioned that Jimin not only worked hard to lose weight, but also clearly exercises a tremendous amount, given how impressive his back and arm muscles looked. And to make this photo a complete viral package, the lettering tattoo visible above Jimin's elbow also became a point of discussion, adding even more drama to the photo. Some netizens even commented that the photo was extremely sexy and recommended it as a phone wallpaper for everyone. Think about it for a second. This is just a candid backstage photo from a concert. Not an official photo, not the result of a professional photo shoot with special lighting and retouching. And yet, the combination of muscles plus tattoo plus Jimin was enough to make a simple photo go viral across international fan community platforms. This is exactly what we mean by only Jimin can do this. Other idols might also have muscles, might also have tattoos, but for some reason, this specific combination from Jimin always seems to trigger a different kind of public reaction. Now let's move on to the second topic of this video, pose. A lot of people might think, come on, a pose is just a pose. Anyone can do that. But hold on, let's look at the evidence. In a recent photo set uploaded to Instagram in late March 2026, Jimin once again proved that he doesn't need an elaborate concept to capture the world's attention. In these photos, Jimin appeared with a simple, clean style, wearing a beige knit top and long pants, yet still managed to create a strong and distinct atmosphere. What's interesting here is the phrase, simple and clean. No dramatic concept, no flashy outfit, just a basic knit top and ordinary pants. But the effect? His balanced body proportions and sharp facial features instantly caught everyone's attention. Then there's the pose itself, which also became a major talking point. Jimin showed off a charm that was both youthfully soft and more mature in various poses, such as holding the camera close to his face or leaning back comfortably. Let's break that down for a second. Holding the camera close to the face. That's an extremely common pose people do all the time when taking selfies or casual photos. Leaning back comfortably. Again, a super basic pose. Almost everyone has done something like this in their casual photos. But somehow, when Jimin does it, the result is just different. Even in a black and white photo, where Jimin simply wore a white t-shirt and black jeans, the atmosphere he created gave off a natural, calm vibe that was incredibly captivating. No drama, no over-the-top thematic concept. Just a white t-shirt, black jeans, a black and white photo, and a basic leaning pose. But the result? Fans kept praising his appearance in these latest photos. This is the real proof behind today's title. It's not about how complicated the concept is, it's about who's doing it. And if it's Jimin, then even the simplest pose imaginable can become a major topic discussed everywhere. So far we've covered tattoos and photo poses, but now let's look at another side of the Jimin effect. How a completely unplanned, spontaneous movement can turn into a global TikTok trend. This happened during the Permission to Dance on Stage concert in Seoul. The concert, held over several days in March, gave ARMY countless unforgettable moments. And on the very first day, fans managed to capture some genuinely joyful moments. One of those moments came from Jimin himself. Jimin did a freestyle dance moving to the rhythm of the song Airplane PT2, and that moment instantly went viral. A short video captured by fans of Jimin's freestyle moment started trending on TikTok. And in a short amount of time, that freestyle dance clip had already racked up 1 million views. Just imagine, this wasn't an official choreography that had been rehearsed for months. This was a spontaneous movement, Jimin simply having fun on stage, going with the flow of the song in that moment. But the effect? While performing Airplane PT2 with jhope, Jimin stole the spotlight with a freestyle dance move that sent the crowd wild. Fans immediately started cheering and screaming in pure excitement watching Jimin's impressive wave move. And this moment didn't stay confined to just one platform. The clip sparked an intense wave of excitement and became the talk of the internet, with the video surpassing 2.6 million views on Twitter alone, along with thousands of retweets, likes, and comments. And here's the craziest part. Jimin's dance move then became a viral trend on TikTok, with numerous creators recreating the move even a week after the concert had ended. It got to the point where people were saying that Jimin had once again proven himself to be a man of viral trends. And these videos were clear proof of exactly that. Even a TikToker with 13.9 million followers joined in on the dance trend that was sparked by Jimin's spontaneous moment. Think about that again for a moment. A freestyle move, something completely unplanned, unchoreographed, just a spontaneous reaction to the music, was enough to spark a global dance trend that creators with millions of followers joined in on. Who else could possibly pull that off besides Jimin? So, after looking at all this evidence, tattoos that have been there for a long time, but still become a hot topic every time they're spotted, photos with simple poses that get showered with praise, and spontaneous dance moves that turn into global trends. You might be wondering, why does this keep happening to Jimin specifically? In our opinion, there are a few factors at play here. First, it's about presence and aura. A lot of people say Jimin has a kind of natural visual magnetism that makes every small detail about him feel more meaningful compared to other people. Whether it's how he holds a camera, how he leans against something, or even how a tattoo on his body catches the light as he moves. Everything seems to carry its own kind of energy that draws the eye. Second, it's about the consistency of fan engagement. ARMY is known as one of the most active and organized fan bases in the world. Every tiny detail, even a tattoo that's only barely visible when a shirt lifts during a concert, gets noticed, documented, and shared across every platform instantly. This gives small moments a much bigger chance of being seen by a much wider audience. Third, it's about timing and momentum. Many of these moments happen at just the right time, whether it's right before a comeback, during a new reality show airing, or while a world tour concert is happening and global attention is already focused on the group. This momentum means even the smallest piece of content involving Jimin gets a much bigger reach than it normally would. And fourth, the simplest one of all, originality. The poses Jimin does are technically simple in the sense that they're not complicated. But the way he carries them out, the expression that goes along with it, and the chemistry between him and the camera, that's what makes the result feel different from when other people do similar poses. Let's take one more look at how netizens and ARMY actually reacted to all these moments, because that's also strong proof of this Jimin effect we've been talking about. For the recent simple concept photos, the reactions were pretty consistent. Praise for his visuals, a mix of soft, youthful charm with a more mature look, and how the atmosphere he created felt strong and unique despite the minimalist concept. For the tattoo moments, the reactions tended to be even more intense. Lots of words like causing a stir, netizens shocked. Even questions like, what are they even doing, came up as reactions to just how many tattoos got revealed in a single moment. And for the spontaneous dance moment, the reaction is obvious just from the numbers. Millions of views in a short time, thousands of retweets and comments, and even creators with massive follower counts ended up making similar content. So, from these three completely different types of content, photo poses, tattoos, and dance, they all share one thing in common. A public response that's far bigger than expected, given how simple the original input actually was. For those of you who might be interested in content creation or social media, this Jimin effect phenomenon is actually a pretty interesting lesson too. It shows that going viral doesn't always require an elaborate concept, a huge budget, or a complicated production. Sometimes, the simplest things, a natural pose, a candid moment, a spontaneous movement, have far greater viral potential than carefully planned out content. What matters most is authenticity, timing, and of course, who is doing it. But let's be realistic too. Not everyone has that X factor that Jimin has. A combination of talent, charisma, a rock-solid fanbase, and years of global exposure all play a role in why every little movement of his can have this kind of impact. So that's our discussion for today on how it seems like only Jimin has this almost magical power to turn a simple tattoo and an ordinary pose into something the entire world talks about. From old tattoos that remain relevant every time they're spotted, to V's tattoo moment that ended up involving Jimin too, the muscle and tattoo combo from the Mexico concert, minimalist concept photos that received endless praise, all the way to a freestyle dance that became a global TikTok trend. All of it proves one thing. Jimin really is something special. For all you ARMY who made it this far, what do you think? Which moment did you find the most iconic out of everything we covered today? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if you agree that only Jimin can pull off things like this. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on the latest updates about BTS and its members. And feel free to share this video with your fellow ARMY friends too, so more people can find out about this fascinating phenomenon. See you in the next video. Annyeong.